appearing needy is gonna make you look like no one wants you anyway. There's nothing wrong in being needy for human beings, right?
Exemplify it. Like,
He doesn't know how to like behave himself around the girls. He gets overly excited by everything. He just wants to speak a lot. You just like when you get a new toy and you've never seen it before.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
a wild girl could be loyal as hell, but she just likes to party. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Partying. She's not doing nothing. She loves you. She doesn't let nobody touch her, but she likes to be out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can you handle that?
Oh, that's,
So those are like
yeah.
things that you need to know what you're compatible with.
Mm-hmm.
So who's suffering more? I'd say it's just the people who cannot package. If you don't know how to package, you're gonna suffer.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that's the thing. That's why I said back in the day, it was easy to pour your heart out. But now, it's not that easy because you do that, you could be taken for a fool. So that's one rule which people might not like, but I feel like if a girl doesn't like you, I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry for you. Because like she's gonna...
Are we the players or are we just getting played? Let's break it down, Marvin. Welcome, Marvin, to my podcast.
Thank you, Rafael.
O Problemático. The podcast is actually, the name is in Portuguese, O Problemático.
Okay.
But I simplified it to prob. Yeah, problems. Yes. So, welcome to the podcast where we tackle life's biggest challenges, one problem at a time, you know.
Yeah.
In today's episode, we're focusing on the dating game for men. Well, maybe we'll think something for women, right? So, from dating apps to social expectations, the rules seem to change every day.
Yeah.
But don't worry, Marvin and I are here to share insights and strategies to help you navigate it.
To help you navigate it?
Navigate it,
Okay,
navigate it. So, as I said, Marvin is a business analytics graduate at RGU, Robert Gordon University in Aberdeen.
Yeah.
He's got professional experience in accounting and auditing for multinational, is it oil and gas?
Multinational accounting firms. I specialize in oil and gas audits.
He's here to help us analyze the dating game like never before.
I'm trying to see the link. Accounting and audits and dating.
All right.
I was like, let's see how it goes.
And let's see how it goes. But Marvin,
Yep.
this is me trying to introduce yourself. No one knows you, but I do. But would you just, introduce yourself to the world? Who are you? Who you're from? What
Yeah.
do you do?
Yeah, I'm Marvin, as he said.
Wisdom, right?
Yeah, that's my other name. Yeah.
Is that your family name?
No, it's just my
middle
other
name?
name. Yeah.
Oh, your other name.
Yeah. Like
Okay.
I have like 2 English names, so either.
English names.
Yeah, people just know me with either.
Okay. What's your Nigerian name?
I don't have a Nigerian name.
Oh, okay.
You
when
mean my
say it-
surname? My surname.
Yeah.
It's really long, but I'm gonna say anyway. Eromosela.
Eromosela.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sela.
Eromosela.
Yeah. Sela. ELE.
E-L-E,
At the end is
Eromosela.
Sela. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, because when I saw your LinkedIn, it was like Marvin Wisdom, and I was like, oh, is that your? Because I've only got 2 names. Yeah, I've only got
it's
2
not
names.
uncommon
That's
for-
my name over there.
It's not uncommon for Nigerians to have several.
Okay.
Some people have 4 or 5 names.
Ooh.
Yes, I'm Nigerian.
The last best country in Africa.
The the best country in Africa.
Oh, the best is Angola, man.
Yeah, tell that to the AFCON. So yeah, I'm Nigerian.
Let me put you some water.
Thank you,
To,
thank you.
Can you? Okay, that's good.
Yep.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So yeah, I said I'm Nigerian. I've said that like 5 times to emphasize I'm Nigerian.
Yeah,
You
the
know,
best.
master's degree, graduate, business analytics, experience working in audit, as he said. And I think I'm just a cool guy. I like to have fun. You know, I'm passionate about having fun. Everyone that
This is
knows
the
me,
guy.
they know that. They know that.
Yeah.
I'm passionate about having fun. I just like good vibes.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah?
No, Marvin, I kind of like your perspective when it comes to approaching female. We say dating, but it's actually kind of just trying to get to know other people, like if you are attracted to a female, trying to understand them.
Yeah.
But it's so hard, especially for me, because I'm a student. I think my friends have been teaching me a lot about women, and I spent a lot of time studying, now working, and oof, I'm just kind of, I'm losing the game. I don't know how to play the game. So thank you for coming here and teaching me the game, to teach me the game. And I hope some of the guys here also might be taking some notes, because wisdom is here, and that's his name. That's his name, for
Rafael.
real, for
Yeah.
real. So when it comes to modern dating, like there was this time I called my dad, and he was asking me questions like, "Oh, where's your wife? Where's your girlfriend?" Stuff like that. And I was like, "Dad, I'm still looking. Like, it was easy,
Yeah.
you know, for you in your time. It was
Now it's
really
much
easy.
difficult,
You
isn't
just
it?
go to a village and say, 'Hey, that's my woman,' and you grab her and you take her. You
Yeah.
know, it used to be like that, guys. But nowadays, I think things have changed.
Yeah.
We've got apps. We've got, I don't know, so many stuff. But why is dating compared to a game? What do you think?
It is a game. There's two players in it.
Okay,
Yeah. There's
just two players.
It should be two players. Or at every point, there's two players.
Okay,
So it should be two
it's like
players.
tennis. I'm playing against
Yeah,
you.
but it is a game because I mean, like someone wins, someone loses. Obviously, the ideal situation is a
But both
win-win.
can win.
Both can win, but it's not the most common. It's not
Yeah.
the most common thing. But it is a game, and sometimes winning is not winning. Winning is letting the other person win and be happy with it.
Okay.
Sometimes be like, okay, this is what you're on. This is what you like. Where does my happiness stand? Do I feel like I'm happy? Like there you have your way, this way. And sometimes that's winning. It's a game with no rules. You know what I mean? There's no end of the
I was
game.
going to ask you, are there clear rules, or is it just a chaos? Like, we don't know what we're doing.
It's more or less it's chaotic. There's quite entropic. What I mean is like, you cannot say there's clear rules today because the parameters are too many. Every human being is different experience. You cannot take the rules or the experience with one girl and transfer it exactly to another girl, or
Okay.
same for men, because they're different. They like different things. They want different things. And
But are there generic rules? Like, we can have like kind of personal things, but are there kind of principles? Like, when I say rules, it's like, kind of maybe someone stated it should be like this or like that. But are there principles, like when it comes to dating, that we need to follow?
Yeah.
If it's a game, it's got to be some rules or principles, right?
I'd say like things have changed over time in my experience and my opinion.
Okay.
Back in the day, or should I say a couple years ago, I say back in the day like I'm 50. Back in the day, a couple years ago, men would, when I say men, whatever, guys, we would pour our hearts out. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you say, "Oh shit, I like this girl so much." You let her see it. You buy flowers, do all of that to make her feel special.
Yeah.
But sadly, that doesn't really apply right now. It's a very difficult conversation because girls always say there's no romantic men anymore. There's no emotional men. But look,
I'm here.
but I'll tell you something that I usually tell my friends, right? And this might be quite controversial, but this is if you're talking about rule,
Yeah.
this is one rule I go by.
Okay.
Permit me to use some vulgar language because it's not gonna tap if I don't use the good.
You're free.
Good. So say if a guy has the opportunity to a girl up, that is like, say she likes him and he doesn't like her. When I say most guys will let her off easy. Do you know what I mean? They'll make
Yeah.
an excuse or just make her get the message without like
Yeah.
making
Breaking her heart.
Yeah, I mean,
or,
yeah, but you get what I mean. They're not gonna say. I mean, a few guys will say you off, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
or get out. But most guys will find a way. Some euphemisms, just find a way to make it easy, in quotes, easy, because it's not still easy anyway.
Yeah.
But you see a girl, bro. If a girl doesn't like you, I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry for you. Because like depends, not all girls. Again, whenever I'm talking about, I'm not generalizing and saying every single one, but
Yeah.
I'm talking from my experience, most of the people, like what I've seen, what I've heard my friends tell me.
Yeah.
If a girl has the opportunity to mess you up, she will take it 100%.
Oh my God.
So it's brutal, it's quite brutal. You know what I mean? Like, say you go in the club, you meet a girl, and you're feeling her 100%.
Ooh, I'm
But
feeling her.
but
Feeling her.
but say you're not her type, she's
Mm-hmm.
gonna fucking embarrass you. Like she's gonna embarrass you. Like be like, just say maybe not the meanest things, and it's not all girls. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But so that's the thing. That's why I said back in the day, it was easy to pour your heart out. But now, it's not that easy because you do that, you could be taken for a fool. So that's one rule which people might not like, but I feel like because of the what's happening right now,
Yeah.
how it is, it's not the best thing to pour your heart out immediately.
Okay, so what you're saying is that we can be vulnerable, but also kind of being mindful and also kind of watching our emotions, our feelings, so that we don't get hurt or played, you know.
100%. Like, with talking with girls, you have to be strategic. It's like a lot of
Oh,
strategy.
we're getting there. We're getting
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
We're
like
getting there.
exactly.
Don't tell
Look, I
everything
don't
right
mean
now.
like what I'm just trying to say basically is when you say be vulnerable, again, it's so complicated because everyone's different.
Okay.
For example, there's some girls, they want to see they want to see that you're accessible, you're emotionally available. But if you take the rule, that same act, and move on to other girls and show that immediately, I'm sorry for you.
You're gonna get played.
I'm sorry. I mean, that's if you get through speaking to her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But another rule I'd say, which I've learned from a friend of mine, is there's one thing that beats all. You have to stay as a man masculine.
Okay.
What I mean masculine, like you have to be able to get things done.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like those are the kind of things that, shall I say, beat almost every rule. Like you have to have the aura, the disposition to be able to sort things out. That's a very attractive feature for men.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Sometimes it's difficult because you might not look it, you might look, some people are quiet, but like if you have that aura, a man that could get things done, half the time, that's a good way to start. It doesn't
That's a
mean
good card to
It
play.
doesn't mean that you escape.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just a good position to be in.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Getting things done.
Okay, okay. No, that's good. That's good. I was just thinking, like, when it comes to data and looking back and now, how things have changed. Like, do you think it's kind of really hard for men or women? Like, what's the proportion? Like, just kind of something out of, like, just off the top of your head. Like, who's suffering more in this game? Is it men, women? Who's getting more played, or who's the better player? You know?
Well, right now, I'd say I'm Nigerian. Yeah, the dating scene in Nigeria is different from the dating scene
In
in
the
the
UK.
UK. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like in Nigeria, it's more common to see a girl and walk up to her, but here is less.
Yeah.
It's less. I rarely see that happen,
Yeah.
and I feel like people wouldn't want to do that because they don't want to be looked at like being creepy or
Creepy.
weird.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'd say, so I'm going to focus on the UK as per your question, who's
Yeah.
suffering more? I'd say right now it's just because of the dating apps, right?
Yeah.
It's just a matter of how you could, in Nigerian parlance, we call it package, like how good you look.
How good you
So
look.
you don't, do you get what I mean? Because
Ah.
that's what the dating sites are off. You take a picture before they know who you are or what substance you're made of.
Yeah.
Is it a left or right? And
Yeah.
that's off what how you look.
In seconds, someone
Yeah,
can just
yeah,
say, "Hey,
exactly. They
you're
don't
good.
even.
You're not good. You're good. You're
That's
not
true.
good." In seconds.
And the truth is, you cannot tell if someone's compatible in terms of like emotions or non-physical features by just like looking. So who's suffering more? I'd say it's just the people who cannot package. If you don't know how to package, you're gonna suffer.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's what it is because
But
it's,
how is it in Nigeria? Tell us, like, I don't know if some people
yeah.
here want to go to Nigeria to look for,
No, like
to
I mean,
try.
Nigeria is, as I said, is a whole different game. They still packaging in Nigeria, but it comes. It's more, there's more human contact than I don't think dating apps are as at the last time I was in Nigeria. It wasn't so functional.
Yeah.
Like that was not the primary way of meeting girls.
Yeah, for you, right? Or in Nigeria in general.
Generally, like it
Yeah.
wasn't the primary way of meeting girls you want to
Maybe
date.
5-10% of people do use
Probably
apps.
less.
Yeah.
Yeah, for it wasn't the primary method for
Yeah.
meeting a girl you want to be in a serious relationship with. You know
Okay.
what I mean? So, yeah, Nigeria is quite different. They still. I mean, packaging is 100% there because I always say, the first step is a physical attraction because it's just like when you're going for a job. Before they know who you are, they need to see your CV. That's like your
Yeah.
package. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And that's like analogous to like how you look, how you carry yourself. So that's the first thing. Like,
Yeah, behavior.
yeah, your
Like
behavior,
looks.
your disposition. It's
Okay.
painful, but looks is
Those
such.
are also some cards to play, right?
Those are definitely cards to play.
Okay.
Definitely, like you need to, as much as you can, look
Yeah.
good when you can. Not when you can, because you never know when you see a girl that you want to speak to. So all the time, look presentable.
Yeah.
Look good.
I've got one problem that maybe you can help me.
Tell me, bro.
I'm trying to build a personal brand,
Okay.
and I work with kids and adults, and sometimes I play different personalities for kids. I'm childish, but I come to see that my social media, especially my Instagram, has been kind of targeted as, oh, this person is this. While I'm trying to portray my professional kind of, let's say, hobbies, things that I do, but girls seems to take that as my dating profile. In my head, like, oh, why don't you ask me my Tinder? Like, why don't you ask me my Hinge? I think Hinge or Tinder should be the CV when someone is looking, like, is interested, like, oh, I want to know more about this person. Ask my Hinge. It's just like ask for my number, right? I would send you my Hinge, and you would see my pictures, my personal, like me actually detailing, like, who is Rafael behind what you see. I don't know, maybe on Instagram or Facebook, because in different platforms we play different people, we
Yeah.
play different things.
Yeah.
And I've been seeing my friend telling me like, oh, you post a lot, you're always posting every day. But I say like, oh, okay, I post a lot because that's my calling in life. I love teaching, I love kind of sharing knowledge, and if I don't do that, I feel like I'm trapped, so
Yeah.
something needs to come out of me.
Yeah.
And how do you think I should balance like that?
To be fair, right? Well, it's painful, but this is what it is. We're going to a virtual. The world is changing to be so virtual.
Yeah.
And it's going at such a fast pace. So, at some point, it's going to be difficult to, like, this is. I mean, I just thought of this now, but it's possible that at some point in the future, all of this social media will be integrated into like, because it's literally the same thing. You
Yeah.
think about it, it's literally the same thing. So at some point in the future, it will probably be integrated into one. So I'd say it was going to be difficult to escape because there's girls on Instagram or
Yeah.
wherever you're posting and they, as I said, you never know where you see a girl you want to speak to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's possible that on your Instagram, there's a girl that you might want to speak to, or maybe he's even checking you out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But I mean, I think you all have learned the word package now, so I could use it freely, isn't it?
Yeah.
But the package, like, while you're doing
Everything.
while you're doing your job, again, just like we spoke about the dating app, they don't even know what it is, and they just so they're gonna judge you off that. That's the truth, 100%. Like you cannot escape that because this is what social media is a place where people see what you let them see. You know what I mean? Not everything, but whatever you let them see, they see. And that's what they have to work with because that's all they see. You know what I mean? So obviously that's what the girls are seeing. And what I would say is a girl that likes that kind of thing will definitely approve. The real question is that the kind of girl you like though?
Oh.
You see? So it's quite dicey. So you need to know obviously who you like.
Should we play the card of maybe attraction? like the law of kind of attraction. Like when you, let's say, you have a magnet, and you would try with a wood, it wouldn't come. You would try with a, let's say, some other object that's not kind of also, a magnet with its opposite, it wouldn't attract. Even if it's a magnet, but it's the same,
Same size,
it
will
will attract.
repel. Yeah.
So it will repel. It actually will repel. It's like, okay, I've seen it kind of maybe my personality with some people, they find me weird, kind of absurdly weird,
Yeah.
and it just repels. And sometimes I feel like, ooh, I think that I'm cool, but that person feels that I'm crazy. I'm doing something that I shouldn't be doing. Stop, stop, stop. And some people praise. Some people say, "Wow, I love what you do. You kind of inspire me. You do
Yeah,
this," and
yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, what should I do then?" It's just like, yeah, I totally get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really applies playing the card of kind of attraction. Like, who am I attracting to?
Yeah,
Like, are
so
you? Is it?
that's how it is. So it depends. Like at the end of the day, you build your social media like a CV. Now, again, you have your job to do. Like you said, you have your job where you post. So
Yeah.
you have your job to do, and it's going to be left for you to find what the balance is. You know what I mean? Because the social media right now is your CV. The girls don't know you. They don't know you, like, unless like you meet a girl in your office or someone that could see you on a daily, then they can know the kind of person you are.
Yeah.
And that way, even if they've seen whatever is on social media, they already know who you are, and they're like, that's just one part of his life.
Okay.
But people that don't know you, it's difficult for them to, and you can't blame them because that's all they know about you.
Oh, that's
Do you get
true.
what I mean? You
Yeah,
can't even blame them.
that's true.
It's not like they know, oh, Raphael does this other things. This
Yeah.
all you show them, so
Yeah.
that's all they know. So, I mean, what I would say, if you ask to ask for my advice, you know what gives you money, you know what keeps your livelihood on. Don't forget that without the money, the girls are not really gonna. I mean, I'm not saying that they're looking for your money, but without the money, you can't look good, you can't take care of
Yeah.
yourself, you can't
Sure.
handle business. So,
Yeah.
you know what gives you money, and so you need to find, okay, what's more important for me? Is it my money or my image? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
So.
Alternatively, you could have like what some people do, multiple accounts.
Oh yeah.
So one account will be strictly for work.
Mm-hmm.
That is for work. And obviously, I know you need to do some advertising and you'll probably have to go worldwide anyway.
Yeah.
But it also gives other people to know who you are outside of work when you have a different account that portrays you when you're not working. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
when you're doing the things you love, going on vacation or your work or you're living in, I don't know, the lifestyle that is not related to your work.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
I
a
think
card
that
that
I
you
think
could
that
play.
was a big mistake that I was making. I was just putting everything in one account, and then people wouldn't kind of, oh, like, what is it doing? Now he's singing. Now he's doing that. Oh, and I was like, I'm just trying to be
Be
me. That
you.
was one of the biggest mistakes.
There's when you said I'm just trying to be me, there's something my friend again also said. Now,
You need to tell me this,
my
friend.
friend, no, it's different friends, it's different friends. But
Okay.
there's something he said, and I don't know if I agree with it yet.
Yeah.
Maybe people in the comments could
Yeah.
say what they think. It's sad, but he says a girl will never love you for who you are in the beginning.
Ooh.
That's it's just, that he's, and when I thought about it, I'm like, I don't agree with it yet,
Yeah.
but it sounds really logical. Because who are you? A man has so many parts of him. A man is different. You could have a playful part. You could have even a baby part, the part that you never let anyone see. Maybe when you cry inside. I don't
Yeah.
know I mean, I don't cry inside, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You could have different parts. And if you let a girl see all of that in the beginning, you've put the ball in her court. Like she's gonna decide, okay, am I? But if you have your image, that is still you, but the image that portrays you of more of, problem solver,
Yeah.
not about money, but just someone that could sort things out. Like I said.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he says a girl will never love you for who you are in the beginning.
Oof.
I mean, maybe when you're in it, you could let her know, okay, this is who I am, blah blah blah,
Yeah.
and maybe. but like he says in the beginning, never. Very controversial statement.
It is. It
Nope,
is.
my words. Nope, my words. No one
Not
should
your
kill me for
words.
that.
So I was actually going to ask you like common traps that men fall into
Uh-huh.
when playing the game. I think that's one of the traps, trying to
Show yourself to
show
the
yourself and, oh, I am this, I am that. But
Yeah.
I think you need to reflect what the girl wants. Like, she wants this, but wouldn't it be like you were kind of lying, or kind of being someone
I'd
who you are
I'd
not?
say you're not lying because you're just showing other parts of you.
Okay.
You're not lying about who you are. For example, if you're a problem solver, like
Yeah.
say you're a guy that is upright,
Yeah.
knows how to handle situations, knows how to talk to a girl, knows how to make them feel good, make funny jokes that they like,
Yeah.
that's a good part. They like stuff like that. You know what I mean? But if you also have like a more silly side, or a side that is not, shall I say, I don't know the word to use because it's okay to be silly. Like, I'm not saying it's
Yeah.
bad to be silly, but but that's just less desirable, which I think everyone has got. Like, everyone has got a part of them that,
Yeah.
is not as desirable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you let them see that, obviously they're gonna see anyway because it's who you are. But if it's a girl that you love, you need to also remember, or that you like. Obviously, you can't love her in the beginning, but you need to remember that, look, these undesirable sides would not be the prevalent side.
Okay.
This would not be what they would see all while dating all the time.
Yeah.
But it's just like you want to buy a brand new, I don't know, a brand new phone, and you check the back of the phone, there's a little scratch on it. You're not going to buy it.
Yeah.
Even if you're going to put a pouch and no one's ever going to see it.
Yeah.
But as long as you see, do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
But if someone just gave you the phone and you're using it, and maybe after a year or so, you look and like, shit, there was a scratch on it.
Mm-hmm.
You love the phone already, and you could actually live with the scratch. You're not going to see every time. Everyone has got scratches, man. You know what I mean? So
Man.
to be a man is in a Nigerian palace. To be a man is not a day's job.
To be a man is not
It's
a
not a
day
day's
job.
job.
But this also leads me to another question, like,
Yeah.
and it's kind of related to what you were just saying when it comes to signals, right? Because you said your phone, you've got like, something there, scrap, and you wouldn't buy it. Like,
Yeah.
it also, sometimes we men, we overlook things.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't see what's clearly there, so we misread signals.
Okay.
So, what are some of other signals that you think
misread,
men,
yeah.
men misread?
It's difficult to answer that question.
It's hard.
Because, like, how I see it, I said everyone's got scratches.
Yeah,
Those are, for the sake of the question,
yeah,
the misread signals, like maybe the undesirable parts,
yes,
right?
yes,
But the reason why you overlooked it in the beginning was not because you were blind. Or you were, but maybe by love. You know what I mean?
Blind
The
by
reason
love.
why anyone overlooks anything is not because they cannot see it. If someone else did it, they would definitely see it.
Yeah.
But they're emotionally invested, you know. So sometimes when you get to love a person,
Yeah.
you love them for who they are at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see in the beginning, but when whoever they are, okay, this who I love. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's difficult for me to say there's other signals that you can overlook because everyone likes different things, There's stuff that could be bad for you,
Yeah,
may be okay for me.
Yeah.
For example, always hear people talking about ladies cooking. I don't care if my lady cooks. I like to cook my own food anyway.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? So I kind of say, and I don't even think that should be a problem for anyone. That's cooking. Like, honestly, that's personal. I'm Nigerian, I'm African, I understand it, but like, I feel like, first of all, sorry, I think we're digressing a little bit, but I'll say,
No, it's
I feel
okay.
like, first of all, cooking is something that you do for someone you like anyway.
okay,
So if you truly like the person, you're gonna cook for him.
yeah,
Do you get what I mean?
yeah,
Again, I don't care if they don't cook for me. Doesn't mean they don't like me, in my opinion. But I'm just saying it should never be a big deal. Like, I feel like people always make it such a huge deal. Oh shit, he's telling me to cook. If you love someone and someone's like, if you, for example, let's look like a father and a kid. If your kid is hungry and you love him, you're gonna go outside and do whatever you need to do to bring food back home for him.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's what most of our parents did for us every single day until we got out of the house. And some people, even after you got out of the house, they still did the same for you. Not because they enjoyed it. Heck, if I make money, I want to spend it on myself. Yeah. But you got a kid, you have to, do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
It's love, you know? So, yeah, I think
No.
we digressed a little bit for that, but yeah.
No, no, no. I see what you mean. I see what you mean. It's I think what you're saying is like love can make you do things that otherwise you wouldn't just kind of do it because you have to. You would just do it because you love the person, and you're obviously right. Like I just wanted to kind of expand a little bit more when it comes to also being blind and not seeing signals, but also the intention of the person, like when you are kind of actually in the game and dating, because sometimes you don't see, you don't get to see the full person, right? And you need to be very good at reading people, reading mind, reading kind of behavior, see, okay, this person is, but it can be tricky because there's the first date or the second date, but the person is kind of not showing
Everything.
himself or herself. Like he's just showing parts. It's just like, oh, do you want to know my name? I'll tell you my first name, but I won't tell you my,
My last
surname.
name.
You know, maybe when you are fully committed, she will tell you like all name, like first,
Yeah.
second, third, and fourth, everything, and tell you everything about her life because the person is fully invested. You know, it's
Yeah.
just those kind of things.
Well, that's why they call it a game. You know, it's two people coming together with their own different experiences, different at different points in their lives. Because
Yeah.
you know, there's people ready for marriage, there's people not ready for marriage. Like different points in their lives, and just trying to make stuff work. That's why it's a game. So it's always going to be Schrodinger's cat. Until you open the box, you never know
Yeah.
fully what's in it.
Oof.
And that's how it is. It's sad, but not
Yeah.
sad. I'll say it's exciting.
There's another
Exciting.
thing that I've been also discussing with friends and also thinking a lot.
Okay.
I consider myself a nice guy.
All right.
And my friends also. So I'm a nice guy. But I've got other friends who are kind of, the bad boys. Let's just say the bad boys. And girls seem to kind of like them or stay with them. But, the good guys, they don't get the girls. It's just like you are too good and you are just maybe friend zone or something. But
Yeah.
how do you get out of that?
The bad
Should
guy.
I be a bad guy or a
You
bad
shouldn't be a
boy?
bad guy, but like, it's what I told you. The bad guys give the impression that they could get things done.
Okay.
That's why you see people say, "Oh, he's such a bad boy." So, like, they look like they could get things done. So I wouldn't say you should be a bad boy because again, you need to understand who you want to attract. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the kind of girls you want to be with. You know what I mean? There's several kinds of people, boys, girls. You know what I mean? So you need to know, what your vibe is. For example, do you want a corporate girl, a girl that works corporate, does a 9 to 5? Do you want a businesswoman, someone that's always flying around? Do you want a more chill lady, maybe
Yeah.
that doesn't want to work or doesn't work? Do you want? It just depends on you. Obviously, the corporate girls, from my experience, this is not a general rule, would usually be with more corporate guys.
Yeah.
I mean, there's the off chance, like there's always like exceptions. But what I mean is, obviously, because these are the people that usually surround themselves around more corporate people,
Yeah.
and but then again, there's corporate guys who also like less corporate girls, like maybe more outgoing, less serious girls.
Serious,
So
yes.
it just depends on you, like what you're
Yeah.
trying to get. You know what I mean? Yeah. What would you say you like though? Just a random question. Do you wanna
I think a bit of both.
a bit of both?
Yes, I kind of like. I wouldn't say crazy, but I kind of like wild girls, like just kind of very outgoing, but also at the same time focused. Like maybe she's busy doing something of passion. I like passionate girls, like someone who would be just doing her own thing, but is also kind of have that smart
Yeah.
look and and
That's a very
respective impact.
difficult combination, you
Yes,
know.
it's hard. That's why
But
I've been looking like
it's
under the
also
rocks everywhere.
it's also a thing of, can you manage that?
Ooh,
You know what I mean? Because there's compatibility
yeah.
again. You know, they could be good girls. When I mean good, like they're actual genuinely loving girls that are, like, say, like crazy, wild, you know. But do you have the capacity to manage a crazy girl? Can you manage her excesses? Like when I mean excesses, they are not excesses by themselves, but to you they might be because
Yeah.
you might be more of a corporate guy.
Yeah.
But they're not really doing anything bad. For example, a wild girl could be loyal as hell, but she just likes to party. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Partying. She's not doing nothing. She loves you. She doesn't let nobody touch her, but she likes to be out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can you handle that?
Oh,
So
that's
those are like
yeah.
things that you need to know what you're compatible with.
I wasn't going to share this, but I'm going like I took some time off from work and I went to London just to just to breathe a little bit from 9 to 5 working pressure,
Yeah.
and I went to see a friend as well. We had a good time. We actually also shot a podcast, but I also met another girl. Like I met like completely another girl just like where I was staying, and yeah, I also shot a podcast with her, which was kind of very different her approach to things. And I was thinking, like, man, we don't have a kind of a list. Men don't write lists, like literally sitting like, what do I want?
True.
Who do I want?
True,
What are my
true.
qualities? And I was like, the girl, she
Hard
sat with me.
list. Yeah.
Okay, take your notes. Let's write. She opened like her notebook, big one, a lot of things that she wrote, things, the kind of man that she wanted. And I was like, what? And then you
Yeah.
can read. I was reading, what? And she told me, I found my guy exactly like in this list. And I was like, okay. And then I thought like, okay, I should also do the same. Let's do it. I wrote, and when I was writing, some goals that I was considering, I was automatically crossing crossing them out.
Because they didn't have the
They didn't have
qualities you
that.
could
Like
articulate.
I found out that I like kind of outgoing girls, like spontaneous. Like, hey, let's go out. But I'm not that spontaneous. I'm spontaneous within my time. Like my time, I mean like if I work 9 to 5, I wouldn't just spontaneously at 10 p.m. Oh, let's go to the beach. No. But if it's, let's say, lunchtime, it's 1 hour, I could, oh, I want to run.
Yeah.
Let me run to, oh, baby, do you want to go to the, it's within my time. I'm spontaneous, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
It's just like I'm working, or I'm busy, or I have like some commitments and I'm just going to do things like, yeah. And I started understanding myself. I started like, okay, this is who I am. It's just like what you're saying. Like, you need to know who is also compatible to you.
Very important. Yeah.
Otherwise, it would be a hell of a life.
It will.
Like
It's
unheard.
crazy.
Like it would be kind of very very hard. But just to touch us on that. But what can you compromise? Like even if I made a mistake of trying to go for a girl that was kind of out of my class. I just like I was just like, okay, let me just try. And then I felt like, maybe, yeah. So it was a bad card that I played. But what if there's a seed there? What if my approach, even though the girl said no, what if she's thinking like, why not give him a chance? I know, it's just like I just did my part because I really liked the girl and I felt like, my list was, I didn't have a list. So any girl that I would just see like, oh yeah, she's smart, oh she's beautiful, I would just go, I would just try.
Yeah,
And now
yeah.
I know like, okay, I'm not in her class. She ticked all of my boxes, but I want to go. Let me just see. But now things are different. I'm just trying to play another game now.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
like, when you say you're not in her class, like, I usually, there's like obviously the unspoken rule about like the unspoken segregation
Oh,
class,
okay.
that and that and that. But, I have a friend that used to say,
Got
not
so
my
many.
words,
You got
honestly, a
so
friend.
many friends.
True that. He says, Girls of any class think they can get any guy.
Okay.
So like the way you felt a girl was out of your class,
Yeah.
you knew, you were aware of it.
Yeah.
But a girl, if it was the opposite way, she thinks she can get you regardless. Like even if she felt.
I see. I see what
So
you're saying.
that's what he says to me, right?
I think you're reading my script.
Really? I'm not.
That just lead me to the third point that I want to discuss.
Okay.
The importance of mindset. Because what you're saying is actually like
A
our
mindset.
mindset. You see? Like how we think, like, oh, I think I can get anyone. And me, as a man, oh, yeah, out of my league. You know?
I'd say again from my experience, personal experience, it's not impossible to get anyone. Do you get what I mean? Like, yeah, the only barrier is the physical,
Attractiveness.
which is a huge barrier. But like, that's like the only thing. That's what makes a girl or a guy shrug off someone else
Yeah.
before they even know if they could like this person. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
It's not unusual to see people, together who you would assume they're not in the same class. It happens all the time.
Okay.
That's not an unusual thing.
But it's more like analytical
Within
speaking, like it's more female, like rich guys who would like a poor girl, like you know.
I'm
But
talking
the
basic.
opposite is kind of not like in terms of numbers. We don't have the numbers
No,
here, but yeah.
well. Again, I have a friend that used to say, by natural, occurrence, women marry or date up. That is, they always date people in a class above them. They always want to go for not just physical, but also just
Financially.
just being a human being. Like that's the same thing I said. Handling things. Someone that a woman is not going to be attracted to you if she can do the same things that you could do. Because why? Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, maybe, I won't say it wouldn't be, but you get what I mean. Like,
Yeah, I get it.
he says they like to marry up or date up. So if they want to be with a guy, it's usually someone a little bit, above. So I'd say that handles why you'd say rich guy, poor girl. I don't think it's about a mindset thing. It's just natural. That's why I think like
Could we consider that some of kind of unspoken rules, things that we don't say, but
I wouldn't say it's an unspoken rule. It's normal. Like they at the end of the day, if we want to look at it biologically, procreation.
Yeah.
They want to produce the best progeny, the best offspring.
Yeah.
That will live the best life. Do you get what I mean? So it's just life. It's not about a spoken rule. Like it's what even animals do the same thing. Like they'll pick out who has got the best genes. But in this case, obviously, not just the best genes, the best financial security, mental security, or like, do you get what I mean? It's easier for them to, especially like it's easier for them to want to marry up or date up.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? So that's not again, it's not a rule for every single one, but like, and again, I didn't say that. My friend said it.
He's always saying about his friend. Do you think that kind of confidence and self-awareness matter more than looks and
I wouldn't say
I don't want to say money, but more than looks and money.
I wouldn't say more than looks because, as I said, looks is a huge deal because while it's possible for you to bypass looks and get with a girl that, for example, is not physically attracted to you in the first instance. For example, your friend has got a book. She probably has some physical features.
Yeah.
But there's certain things that she could compromise without knowing. Say she meets a guy that maybe blows her mind in some other section. Maybe she wants a 6'10" guy.
Yeah.
But she meets a 6'1" guy, but blows her mind, and she wouldn't know when she like, take out that zero, just put 6'1", it's fine. You know what I mean? Yeah, because that's what it is. So looks is a huge deal in the short term.
Okay.
In the long term, in my opinion, in getting a girl, because if you manage to, which is a difficult thing, but bypass that, you're now in touch with her on a less physical plane and more should I say, emotional.
Emotional, yeah.
Yeah, not really like love, but like what I mean is at that point, she has passed trying to get impressed by your looks
Okay.
and more by every other thing that you've got. Again, it's not an easy thing to get past the physical
Okay.
barrier. It's very difficult. But if somehow you find yourself speaking with a girl over as after the physical barrier, like you guys still speak, at that point she's seen you already. Like, do you get what I mean? She knows what you look like. She
Okay.
doesn't. You don't need to impress her by your looks anymore. What I mean is like, obviously you need to look good, but what I mean is you don't need to. She knows your physical features, and that
Okay.
doesn't change.
Okay.
Do you get what I mean? So as soon as you get through that, is more. So I wouldn't say mindset is more important than looks and money, but it's quite important to
Like
have.
confidence, like
Yeah,
you feel confident,
confidence.
like,
My bad.
and also self-aware, like
I wouldn't say it's more important, but it's extremely important that you have good confidence because that's your aura as well.
Okay.
That shows you can sort things out. If you've got confidence, if you're timid, that's not an attractive feature. So even if like you look good, but they see that look, this guy is
Yeah.
timid, you're not even gonna get through with just looks. Do you know what I mean? That's why I say in the short term, looks is important, but like as soon as you get past that, is more other like important stuff. You know what I mean? So that's what I think anyway. Like
What do you think we can do to kind of build resilience, like to keep pushing, to keep going in the face of a lot of rejections? Like you are trying, you're playing the game, you're playing every card, the looks card, the mindset card, the self-awareness card, maybe whatever, the money card, but you keep getting rejection letters. Like, unfortunately,
it's similar to a job. You just cannot rest. Do you know what I mean?
you cannot
You
rest.
cannot rest. Like
But what do you do differently? What like?
I feel like you learn from every experience, first of all, you know, and it's important to actually learn from the experience. You know, some people, like, they have an experience, they move on. Yeah, they say, yeah, yeah, I learned, but they haven't really learned. Like, if you look back, they're going to repeat the same.
Okay.
So, like, it's not enough to tell yourself you have learned. Have you really learned, though? Do you know what I mean? So, every experience prepares you. While no two girls are the same, every experience should sort of make you a more
Experienced, wiser.
yeah, a more rounded man.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, as I said, you need to be able to give whatever woman you're trying to be with,
Once.
yeah, like the best. At the end of the day, if you look at it biologically, like I said, the best progeny, if it's about kids, like the best prospects. Do you know what I mean? So it's to keep working on yourself financially to make more money.
Okay. And
Working on
physically also.
working on your looks, exactly. You know, a lot of men, they, they let themselves go. You can't let yourself go. You know what I mean? You need to go in the gym, look good for like get physically fit, work on your career, look or whatever career you're doing, look like you're making some progress there to
Yeah.
get successful. Work on the way you speak as well, work on your mindset, your confidence. I'd say personally I've developed a lot more than I was,
When you
in
were
the
a
last
teenager or
yeah, even just a couple years ago.
okay.
Do you get what I mean? Like, there's so much more that I know now that I didn't know then. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, like, I'd say every time you speak to a girl, it's always an experience. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
It's always an experience. Rejection or not, there's no one that doesn't get rejected. Okay, there's people that they say they don't, but I think they will have gotten rejected like once or twice at
How
least.
how do you kind of balance your like emotional side and your logical side? Like some people, they are too emotional. I am like sometimes too emotional, and that I get to play, laugh, tell jokes, blah 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 blah. Other times I'm logical, but with women, I'm more kind of emotional than
Emotional.
logical. I do emotional stuff without thinking. I might make a mistake or make someone uncomfortable, and then I would stop and oh, what I did, or I would the person would feel like oh, stop or don't do this, and I would stop and think like, I shouldn't have done that. What was I thinking? Like, how do you think we can balance that? Because if I try to be logical all the time, it'll take the fun out of the thing, and I wouldn't feel authentic. Like it's just kind of a part of me to be more emotional than logical. Like especially when it comes to people. Like I don't like
You know,
yeah.
okay.
It's logical is when it comes to work. I'm so logical or this should be done that way. But with people, with women,
It's different.
It's different.
I'd
How do
say,
I balance that?
yeah, just like I said before, to be a man is not a day's job.
Hey.
You must like it's part of the difficulties of being a man, and that's what makes you attractive. Having so I used to say, this is not my friend, this is me.
Okay, that's him.
It's me, 100.
Okay.
A hunter,
A hunter.
a hunter has what makes you a good hunter, right? Is to have so many tools and know when to use which.
Oh, my brother.
You know what
Thank
I
you.
mean? You know what I mean? So like,
Your toolbox needs to
yeah,
be,
yeah. You need to because it's not if you want to kill, for example, uh, let's say now, trying to give an example, a deer.
Okay.
You're not gonna bring out your knife. You're not gonna kill it. It's gonna run away. You have to bring out a gun.
Yeah.
Pardon me if you don't like animal violence, but it's just food. You know what I mean?
It's just an example.
Yeah, it's just an example. So that kind of thing. So as a man, you need to if you will automatically know, but you should know by experience. Being logical is extremely important for a man
Okay.
because I'd say we are dependent on to be logical. They don't like it when we're logical, but the truth is, if you're too emotional, even in business, you make the wrong decisions.
Okay.
You say the wrong things, you act out of character. You know what I mean? And that is not a bad thing. But if you're the one depended on to be logical, you can't afford to do that. Say you work and your CEO always acted emotionally. You'll lose the company because he'd always act based on emotions. Point is, you need to know, which is a difficult thing. I don't know if this is clear enough, but you need to know when to be logical and when to not to know to. So obviously you want to be logical enough to be upright,
Yeah.
but not too logical to be boring. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you must be able to like switch it up. But at the end of the day, for a man especially, in my opinion, you need to be 100% be logical. You know what I mean? You need to keep you need to stay aware.
Yeah. No, I think that's one of the cards that I was missing in my toolbox.
Yeah.
Is just trying to, because I think my I was fearing that if when I play my logical me, my friends, they don't recognize me because they are used to be seeing a playful Rafael who comes to a party and is dancing, doing his weird dance and jokes, and that's me. That's who they know. When they see me serious, they look at me like, that's not Raphael. And I was like, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. It's just like today, I don't want to dance. I don't want to play that card. You see? And I think also with women, like looking things in retrospect, just give me a different understanding. Like, oh, when should I play, and when is the time to be serious? Like, but balancing.
Again,
Yeah.
it's not like a timetable. Like I just don't want to make it look like there's a structure to it. Like there's a time to play, there's a time to be serious.
Yeah.
But when I used to work, right? When I used to work for my company back, I had a colleague. Yeah, thank you very much. I had a colleague. We was once speaking about work-life balance.
Yeah.
And then he goes, "What is work-life balance? Work-life integration.
Okay.
That means you need to mix it up. It's not like this time I'm serious, this time I'm joking. That's too boring in my opinion.
Yeah.
But you need to be able to mix it up. As I said, logical enough to be aware and to be upright, but not too logical to be boring or
There's so much reason there.
to be a man is not what?
It's not a day
It's not
job.
a day's job.
It's not a day's job.
Yeah.
Man.
So yeah,
Wow.
and again, that's just a very attractive feature. Like when it's part of handling business.
Yeah.
A girl doesn't want to come around and know you're talking about work or like you could tell her a little bit about work, make some jokes. Like my point is mixing it up,
Yeah.
and that should be your character. Like it shouldn't be a facade, like to the point that you're unrecognizable at some point. No, I think that's fake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It should be part of the experience, learning how to be both serious and a little bit unserious as well at the same time. Because again, in my opinion, that's what life is about.
I don't know if I will get a woman to come here to the podcast
Yeah.
and give me their perspective.
You should.
Of the dating game
You should.
exposed.
You
Like,
should.
let's just go to kind of a final point that I was also planning, just thinking like,
All right.
how do we play this game without losing ourselves, like our mind? Like, man, this is like there's a lot of tools to use, moves to do, like cards to play. For me, when I was kind of just scripting for this podcast, I was thinking like, if you look down there, you're gonna see some games.
Yeah.
Down there, there's the Traitor, and there's the Harry Potter. I think
Okay.
it's a maze or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. I seen it.
Labyrinth.
I seen it.
Yeah, I just bought them like I think it was two months ago. But you know me that when I go to parties, I'm not that person that likes playing games. You know, I'm too tired. I want to sleep. I want to dance. I prefer dancing
To playing
to
games.
playing games because for me playing games takes me like me having to think, and I've worked my 9 to 5. I was using my head. I come home, I teach English to kids and adults. To kids, I play like Spider-Man, wear a Spider-Man pajama, playing, and and then when I go to a party, to a friend's party, they want me to be, to be playing again, and I'm exhausted. I just want to drink, dance, and jump. But then I realized that maybe me avoiding playing game, using my mind, like actually talking to people, playing a board game, I was also kind of relating those experiences to dating. I was kind of losing. I wasn't winning anyone. I wasn't attracting anyone because I just don't know how to play. I can't play football. I can't play basketball. I can't play any sport. Well, I used to play volleyball and handball, but it was back way before, and I wasn't the best, at playing those games. But it's just like I stopped playing games, and I don't don't know the rules. And I was thinking like, okay, now that I know some of the rules, now that I understand that there are rules, there are principles, how do I kind of also set boundaries and knowing, okay, what's my goal in dating and when to be authentic and when to adapt the rules. But lastly, how to avoid kind of toxic competitiveness, like, in desperation. You're just so but let's just talk about boundaries first, like boundaries.
Boundaries in the sense that like where exactly like when to do you mean when to quit? What do you mean by
Could
boundaries?
be when you know yourself, right? You
Yeah.
know what you want. You know your goal.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking for a girl, right? But how do you also set boundaries? Like in terms of, let's say, I don't want to feel that I am maybe compromising my goals just to get what I want.
So personally, I'd say it's quite cruel to build your human being beforehand. That's my personal perspective because when you have an idea of someone you want to date, anyone you get attracted to, you're speaking to, you try to fit the person in that box.
Okay.
Sometimes you're lucky and they fit a little bit, maybe they're a bit malleable and you could fit them in.
Okay.
But sometimes they're more rigid and it just becomes very toxic. And you're attracted to them, but you can't tell why. At that point, you won't be able to tell why you're having such a difficult time. So I'd say it's quite cruel to build your human being before you meet them. Personally, I don't build anyone. Like, I feel like you meet someone, you already know what you're like. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So yeah, that's that. So I don't know about building people. People do that. No, like nice for them. And people also like this has worked for them. They know. So back to the question of what to compromise.
Or to compromise.
It's always going to be up to you. Do you know what? When I mean up to you, you know what you cannot live with for more than a couple of months.
Okay.
That's the truth. Everyone knows what they cannot live with for more than a couple of months. I mean, you could be in the honeymoon phase, which is a phase where you're blind. You don't even see what's happening. But after some time, like, bro, if I'm being honest, there's girls that I've met, like, and I know I could never. They're good girls, not because they're bad.
Okay.
The good girls, they could be loyal as well. But I know I could never. Why? Because there's certain things that I've seen and I know that I cannot live with for more than a few days. So that's what I would say about for the compromise. Again, that's always going to be solely up to you. Like you need to know what you cannot manage. There's people that like I could say, okay, yeah, she does this, but whenever she does this, yeah, I just know it's you. And I do that for even men as well, my friends. Like it's funny, two people could do the same thing, and I could be mad at one and not mad at the other. Yeah, because I'm like the other, yeah, that's your behavior. No need to get mad at you for that because that's what you do.
Yeah.
But someone that doesn't do that, or don't forget, like this thing is an annoying thing to me. But I'm only letting the first person off because that's who you are, and you're my friend. So
Accept you.
I accept you. You know what I mean? So obviously, people might not have.
Okay, we are back to finish this podcast.
All right.
So let's finish it. So, well, we're actually talking about boundaries, right?
Yeah, I think that's what we're
Boundaries
about.
and how to be authentic, but also how to avoid those toxic competitiveness and desperation. When it comes to desperation, like what is the difference between being in need and being needy?
I'd say I'd just say like this for a man, right? Especially like in the days and today. Yeah, so I'd say like as a guy, you never want to appear needy, because as I said, like the women they always like want a guy that is sorted out that can handle things.
Yeah.
Appearing needy is gonna make you look like no one wants you anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Insecure,
Yeah.
child.
So why would they? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could, but again, a very good quality of a man, which I said earlier on about being logical, is you could. There's nothing wrong in being needy for human beings, right? But
Yeah.
as a man, you don't need to show that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You could be needy. Like I think everyone at some point, needs something or needs some people around or whatever. But once you show it,
How to hide it?
how to hide it?
Yes.
Just don't show it.
How to not show it?
How to not show it? Just don't. Like, obviously, like it comes with experience as well.
Okay.
You get what I mean? But also, I think I wouldn't say hide it. Honestly, like I feel like when you value yourself as well, when you know your worth as well, like as a man, you know that I don't want to, the word is not you're the prize, but the word is you are, how will I put it? I'm trying to find a nice way to put it. You've got the value as well. So people need value. Do you get what I mean?
I do.
Yeah, so it just comes with that, knowing yourself. Like you don't have to show that you're needy because you know you've got the qualities as well. So half the time, if you don't believe in yourself, if you feel like, you never get a girl, it's easier to come off as needy because you already don't believe in yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you believe in yourself,
your confidence is kind of really low. You know?
exactly. If it's low, it's going to be even difficult to hide it because.
But could you give some example of someone who's needy and someone who can control himself? Like who's needy, desperate, like show, like you can clearly see that the person is needy.
Yeah, it's clear. Like
Exemplify. Like
he doesn't know how to like behave himself around the girls. He gets overly excited by everything. He just wants to speak a lot. He just wants to.
I can see myself in there.
Oh really?
A little bit, man.
I don't know.
I don't know.
think so.
My personality. I'm a talker. I'm always talking. So
Yeah,
I don't know if that would lead me there, but I don't know.
I don't know, but like you get what I mean. Like just being needy is. You just like when you get a new toy and you've never seen it before.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you
Get excited.
yeah,
and you are
that
like,
kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I mean, people might argue and say, yeah, you should be excited around your girl, but in the real thing, with the principle, they'll never love you for who you are. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so you could be happy as hell, but as a man, you gotta be able to maintain composure. You know what I mean?
That's true.
So
That's
you need
true.
to be composed. I feel like that's the difference between needing and being needy. Because yeah, you do need a girl. That's why you're there.
Yeah.
It's not like you don't need her. If you didn't need her, you wouldn't be trying to get her.
Yeah.
But as soon as you start to act out of character, then you're telling her, yeah, you could dump me now. You know what I mean?
Oh my god. Oh my god. But how can I keep it real?
Keep it real.
But still playing the game, the rules, but being authentic, being me.
Being you. Why do you still want to be you?
Like I like I understand now that some of my perfection or imperfection I should hide it, like not show it.
The word, I think, okay, maybe I've used the wrong words over. It's not about hiding it. You're not hiding it because it's who you are.
Yes.
But when it's just like when you want to get a job, they ask you, what are your weaknesses? You're not going to say, I'm not organized. No. But you could be really an unorganized person. But you're not going to tell them in the interview, yeah, my weaknesses, I'm so unorganized. I come to work late. I can't wake up early. No. It's who you are, but you're going to paint it in a different way. Something like, sometimes I find it a bit, I find that some of my things go out of place, but I'm quick to rearrange it. Something that just you're not hiding it, you're just showing the good parts.
Paraphrasing it.
Or show, because the truth is, it's like an interview.
Yeah.
You're trying to tell the girl why you're the best guy for her right now.
Yeah.
Obviously, without sounding like, needy. You just try to let her know, look,
Yeah.
I'm the person you should be with right now. As long as you tell her, look, I'm never, there's other people that, that have other qualities, you know what I mean?
I do.
So that's what I think. It's always like, compare it to an interview.
Wow. So Marvin.
Yeah.
What do you think is one rule that every man should follow when playing the dating game?
One rule.
Yeah, one rule.
It's difficult to put it on one rule.
Well, two rules then. The number one.
Number one rule. What would I call it? There's so many things. Like, I cannot think of just one rule. It's difficult to say one rule. But I'd say always treat it, especially if you want to get something as a man, a job, you want to get a scholarship, you want to get an admission into, don't forget, you're the one, at the time you're going to a girl, you're the one that wants her. At the time, like, there's a good chance, many times she wants you as well. Like, if you've met her before, well, let's imagine a situation where you go in a club or a place and see a girl for the first time that you want to talk to. Don't forget, she's not the one that wants you at the time. Or even if she did after seeing you, let's not look at her part of it.
Yeah.
Coming from your side, you're the one that wants her.
Yeah.
It's just like a job. You see a job online. The job it might want you, you're good, but at the time, you're the one that wants the job.
Okay.
So it's your responsibility to put in to package your CV.
Wow.
You get what I mean by CV? As well as you can to ensure that you get the job. Do you get what I mean? Obviously, I never support lying because I always say if you lie, it's not going to take long. It's going to come out. And that's just a waste of time. So don't lie, but like put your best foot forward.
Okay.
That's what I say. That's like one advice I'd give. Put your best foot forward. Don't act out of character. Like be cool as us. You know what I mean?
Well, we are wrapping up.
Yeah.
But before we do, I have a surprise for you.
All right, I'll take it.
I was talking to a friend who came here also in the podcast,
Right.
and I told him, like, you know what? I'm writing this book, and it's like the book is inside of me, and it needs to come out of me.
Right.
And I'm writing it, but I can't write it myself.
Right.
I need to write it with others. I'm writing it right now with you.
Oh.
Like just our conversation, I see like, okay, that thing is solved. Oh, okay, this is also some other thing to address. But then I thought, like, in every house, we should have what I'm calling a box of problems.
Okay.
Could you just grab that one?
Is it the box of problems?
That's the box of problems.
Looks like
Let's place it here.
Okay.
Yeah.